This new segment is going to be called Stick Time with Miss Lydia Garcia. She is a hockey aficionado. She rollerblades, she ice hockeys, she's in a couple of different leagues. She knows way more about that sport than I do. Now, I was at Boise, Idaho for the BYU Boise game, and then the next day we went and seen the Idaho Steelheads.
Steelheads, okay, yeah, that's minor league hockey.
Minor league, and guess what they do? Let me check this out first. They play back-to-back games. They play the Utah Grizzlies, which is the minor league team for the Ducks, right?
Actually, they have two minor league teams, the San Diego Gulls and, yes, the Utah Grizzlies. Those are both minor league affiliates of the Anaheim Ducks.
Wow. Yeah, so we went, and my cousin's the field goal kicker for
Boise State,
and he got us tickets, and we went there, and it was smaller than the Honda Center.
How many seats? What's the capacity?
I didn't see it. It was, I'm guessing around 10 maybe. What's that hold, 19 or 20?
The Honda Center has 17,184, approximately.
Right. So,
and that's, like, tonight was a sellout, 17,000 seats.
Really? And I just want to get some quick scores here. Okay,
We've got a 3-0 game.
3-0, yes, 2. So my thing's lagging here then, right? 2-1.
Well, there's a few games in progress.
3-2, you're right, 3-2.
There's only one game in progress right now. The 3 are final. So we got a 3-0 score with the Oilers, who shut out the Jets. And that was actually a Heritage outdoor game today.
Oh, that really? So was it cold enough to...
It was cold, however, the sun was glaring on the outdoor ice rink, and there was a little bit of a delay game earlier this afternoon. But it was postponed, and they dropped the puck. Game proceeded as normal, and again, your Edmonton Oilers shut out the Jets 3-0. We got goals from Connor McDavid, Letestu, the second of his season, Zach Cassian, the second of his season. That was a fun game.
Awesome. I just want to do an update right now. It's 3-0 Cardinals over the Seahawks with 4:28 left in the third, but we're talking hockey now. This is serious.
I was watching a little bit of the Cardinals game during the Ducks game in between periods. It was good stuff. Have you had a chance to watch any of the Kings or the Ducks games?
I haven't. I watched, what did I watch? I watched the highlights on the Sports Center, stuff like that. But I haven't got a chance. But that minor league was pretty exciting. They had a mascot guy, and they put when they do the Zamboni, they put the nets, and they have people
shooting in
a little hole.
And they do a little bit of a contest.
Yeah, they have contests, right?
It's a lot of fun.
The tickets are only like $6.
Yeah, minor league hockey is cost effective.
And the quality, I mean, the only difference, I'm not experienced as you are, but they seem like the quality's there, but they're not as fast as the NHL.
Right, well, we're talking professionals. There's a big stride between the minor league and the professionals.
But they're semi-pro is what you call them. And so that's like their
farm team.
Farm team, exactly. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Very cool.
What are your thoughts about the Ducks this season? Do you think they're a cup contending team?
There you go.
Oh, now you can hear me?
No, can you hear? Yeah.
I can hear you clear.
I didn't have you plugged in. Can you hear before?
Yeah, I can hear.
They started out, the Kings and them have started.
Both the Kings and the Ducks had rough starts. I mean, they went 0-2 their first two games. Finally, Anaheim got their W. Finally got their first 2 points. Right now, they're tied 2-2 with Vancouver. Unfortunately, they were up 2-0 in this game. It was a fast game, big strides, a lot of shots after the second period. I think the shots were 32-11 in favor of your Anaheim Ducks. And
shots on goal.
Shots on goal, and even still, scores 2-2. I don't think the effort that they put up in this game shows on the scoreboard. 2-2.
Did you hear anything about Quick? Is he
Oh, LA Kings, Jonathan Quick, he's out indefinitely, unfortunately.
Whoa.
And then their backup goalie is also out, so they went down to a fourth-line goalie, Bude, who actually won last night in a shootout.
What happened to Quick? Was it
groin injury? They call it a lower body.
Oh, when they spread the
I don't know exactly
pads?
how the injury began, but it was the first game against San Jose last week, and ESPN isn't divulging the specific injury, but all that we know is it's a lower body injury, and he's out.
And he must have had a long streak of consecutive games, because
that was the first goal of the season.
I never heard him ever getting hurt.
Yeah, hockey's it's definitely a fast sport. There's tons of action. Goalies are on the rink 60 minutes per game. Every day they have to bring it. For the forwards and defense, they take 2-minute shifts, sometimes 30 seconds, fast shifts, that'll keep you going. But for goalies, they got to be on the rink all the time.
And if they don't loosen up, then it becomes a problem, right?
Right. Well, yeah, that's what they do during the summer break. They do a lot of strength and conditioning, working out 5 days a week, prep work. These are physical athletes that have to stay on their physical workmanship to really contend and stay competitive in the game of hockey. What are you looking for?
I was switching out the CDs, making sure everything's recorded. Did you get the ones from the last show?
Yeah, in fact, I was going to say, last show we were talking about Jakob Silverberg. He's playing on a line with Ryan Ketzler and Andrew Cogliano, which racked up a goal today.
Tell me, so your Detroit Red Wings had a slow start also,
yeah,
right?
They had a little bit of a slow start.
You know,
they went 0-2 as well.
It's like baseball season, but they're playing a physical, demanding sport. I don't know how they play. They play 80. How many games do they play?
82 games in a season, just like basketball.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a fun sport. It's
very
active.
Tell me about that outdoor game.
Okay, so the Heritage Classic, that took place in Edmonton, and that was between, again, your Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. Prior to that, they had the alumni, so if you should be familiar with this, Wayne Gretzky stepped foot on the ice for the first time in almost 17 years.
Get out of
playing
here.
with Yari Curry.
Wow.
An old line mate, Teemu Selanne. Teemu Selanne still got it. He fired a shot over the...
He's got to be older than me.
Teemu Selanne?
No, Gretzky.
Gretzky? Let's see, retired in 99.
Oh, my cousin's listening. Century Link Arena in Boise holds 5,002. Thank you, Steve.
Impromptu comment.
Yeah. So we do have some listeners out there. This is Stick Time with Miss Lydia. She knows more about the sport than me. That's why I bring her in. And she'll be doing segments of the show. And also I'm going to get my niece, Sarah. She is the Kings aficionado. She does not like the Ducks.
If you're a Kings fan,
you do not like the Ducks.
There are some teams that there's some teams that you can root for. Multiple teams. You can be a Florida Panthers fan and like somebody from the West Coast, the Vancouver Canucks. But the freeway face-off between the LA Kings and the Anaheim Ducks, those are teams that you can't like consecutively. Those are big, adversarial cup contenders. Yeah. That adversary is big between. It's bigger than like the Giants and the Dodgers, in my professional opinion. Right.
And so, what would Detroit Red Wings be?
Their rival, Chicago, even though they're in a different division, Chicago's always been one of those teams that has
they won
a
it.
big rival.
That's when they had that.
They won it in 2013.
That 7 games with the Ducks.
Chicago?
Chicago, right? Didn't Ducks go 7 games with them, then Chicago went on? Is that the year they won it?
Well, there was actually a few years Chicago won it. 2013, yes, they did defeat the Anaheim Ducks, and in 2015, they defeated... making me think here, Rocky.
You know what?
I just know they beat Tampa Bay in
got your nose. You got your nose.
I'm talking about the Anaheim Ducks tonight.
I left the sports page in my truck. That's what.
I can tell you the scores for tonight. I
Okay.
watched all of them.
All right.
All three games are final right now. The only one that's in progress is the Anaheim Ducks and Vancouver Canucks. We left that at the end of the second period, and that was 2-2. Like I said, shots on goal were 30-11 in favor of Anaheim. Ryan Miller is definitely a component of this game, definitely keeping Vancouver in the game. For Vancouver to only rack up 11 shots on goal, this is not going to get you 2 points in a hockey game. If you want to score against Anaheim, you're going to have to be shooting glove side, far side, 18-hole over Gibson if you want to start getting some movement around the crease, getting some traffic, taking some shots. But 11 shots aren't going to get you a win in the National Hockey League.
Now
Sorry, Vancouver.
The Islanders, looks like they're a contender, 6-3 over the Wild.
That's a great game. In fact, I'm glad you brought that game up, G-Rock. Zach Parise scored his 300th goal of his career in that game. Unfortunately, his team still lost, but 2 of those goals came from Zach Parise, so 300 and 301.
So New York, and then their rival contenders would be Boston.
Boston, or even the Rangers, because they're both Long Island and Manhattan.
Right, exactly.
Those are 2 teams that are big
And
rivals.
the Winnipeg's not, they're so-so.
Winnipeg's on the West Coast. They're actually on the Western Conference Division.